Hey everyone, just thought I would do a quick FSD video. Got a couple of quick errands to run and just thought, well, why not put the GoPro on and record it. So we're going to go to HEB real quick, just a couple of quick things to get, and then run by the dry cleaners. So let's see how it does. It's about, it is 4:07 p.m. on Thursday. Normally this would be pretty busy, just school getting out and people starting to get home from work, you know, that starting usually around 4 o'clock and then going on to 7 or 8. But obviously I think a lot of people probably took a good part of this week off. So it may be a bit lighter today, but we'll just see. So let's start with HEB. Take me to HEB on North Park. Giving us a couple of different ways. We'll take the more difficult one. Let's do that. And off we go. Nice day today. Sunny, 70 degrees. No humidity, which is anybody that lives in Houston knows that a day without humidity is like heaven. Oh, we got a couple of pedestrians, a father and his child. Handled that well. Big truck parked to the side there. We have a unmarked road here that I obviously go down quite a bit, but FSD does pretty well on it, mainly because it's so wide, so it gives it a wide berth, and there's always cars parked to the side like you see right now, so it's able to adjust pretty good. So we got cars parked to the side and a Chevy Tahoe, or I'm sorry, a Ford Expedition. Did that very well. Very smooth left turn here. Got an immediate right turn coming up with no stop sign, so we can keep going. Very good. Not jerky. I'll put this visor down a bit or I'm gonna miss the nags coming in. Maneuvering around. Now we got the traffic circle here, which is kind of hit or miss for FSD on 1149. Slowing down, but not to a stop. There we go. All right, that was actually very good. That was very good. I don't know about y'all, but even on 1149, a lot of times it won't come to a complete stop, but it will slow down to like 2 or 3 miles an hour going into a traffic circle, which as a human being, you're not going to do that. You especially if there's no other vehicles in the traffic circle. Obviously you're supposed to slow down below the 30-mile-an-hour speed limit, but I think most folks slow down more to like the 10 to 15 mile per hour range than 2 to 3 miles. Okay, we got a kid on a bike. We got to take a right turn here. Now the interesting thing here is, and FSD does a good job with it, there's actually a missing stop sign, right? There's a pole there for the stop sign. Okay, hold on a second, let's see how it does here. That's interesting. So that is a stop sign that was there and it read it. It did not come to a complete stop. It got down to 1 mile per hour and then kept going, which is what a human would do. But technically the software is not supposed to do that. That's interesting. Hopefully NHTSA doesn't see that. All right, going down this country road here, but still very, very well paved. Got about half of it has markings down the middle, so it helps the FSD. Little bit narrower than the roads in my neighborhood, because this obviously isn't the neighborhood. This is one of the back roads leading into and out of the neighborhood. But all in all, pretty good. A lot of industrial stuff and trailer parks around here, so generally speaking, not too much traffic on this road. And we're gonna come to a stop, and then we're gonna take a right. See how we do here. Okay, come to a complete stop. Now that car has the right of way. Let them go, and we proceed. Very smooth right turn. Now we're going to come to a complete stop up here, take an unprotected left. Oh, there's the first nag. Took about 4 to 5 minutes. We're going to come to a complete stop, take an unprotected left, just like that Chevy's doing right there, and then another, and go over railroad tracks and take another unprotected left. Got a car coming, so we need to yield. They have the right of way. Okay, another car is coming now. They have the right of way. Okay, but they turned left. Now, another car coming, but they turned left. So, FSD did the right thing there. It was definitely a little slow. Whoa, that was fast. My gosh almighty. Man, once she had the right, she had a chance to go, man, she took it. Holy moly. They're like, Annie, get your gun. All right, now we got to take an unprotected left here, and we have the right of way, and there we go. Great job. That was very smooth. The only thing that wasn't that smooth about that is, man, once, I guess because we had 4 or 5 cars coming over the railroad tracks from the opposite direction at that stop there. All right, we have a bicycle rider here, and it is slowing down and getting over the left. Great job. Excellent job. Man, once the FSD had a spot to get in there and go, whoo, she went a little faster than I was comfortable for. That, she was going to make sure she got up over those railroad tracks when she had a chance. Yeah, that's actually, that I would call that an aggressive, overly aggressive human. So, yeah, that's pretty interesting. I haven't really seen it do that before. Now we're going to take a right here. We have a stop light. So we can turn right on a red stoplight here in Houston, Texas, but obviously the traffic going across North Park has the right of way. Oh, yep, we need to stop. That's Chevy truck, and we got more cars coming. So very good decision there, FSD, to stop. Thought she had an opening, but then that Chevy truck started barreling down North Park. All right, got another big truck landscaping group coming here. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to wait a little bit. It's all right, that light will change here in a second. Oh Lord, getting backed up. Let's see how we do with this. Okay. Oh, nope, not your turn yet. Got that Dodge Ram delivery truck. Boy, it has gotten congested here quick. Wow, that came out of nowhere. All right, still got to yield because we've got traffic coming. All right. Oh, good job, good job, good job. All right, now let's go. Yeah, I think that's a Mercedes. The Mercedes ahead of us just ran a red light. So we actually had the right, that was a Lexus, sorry. She ran a red light, we had the green, but that's why you got to push that button. You got to push that button. I know it can get uncomfortable sometimes, and you may have to take over, you may have to intervene, but in that particular spot right there, I am very happy that I was on FSD. All right, So we are on North Park now, and obviously, as you can see, it's a bit backed up, but should flow through here pretty soon. We'll go underneath the bridge, the 59 bridge, Highway 59. And then once we go under the bridge, we will turn left into HEB. Now, one thing I'll be interested to see here when we get into the HEB parking lot, when I first started using FSD on earlier versions, 11.4.4, 11.4.7, and 7.1, the navigation took me right in front of the HEB grocery store, like literally right in front. Like I could have dropped somebody off, they could have grabbed a cart and walked right in. Interestingly, ever since I got on 11.4.9, it's taking me into the parking lot, but it's not taking me right in front of the store. It's like going into the parking lot, but like towards a stop sign in the parking lot, which is no big deal, because even when the navigation would drop me off right in front of the store, obviously then I would have to disengage and go find a parking spot somewhere. But now it's not taking me right in front of the store. It's actually taking me to the parking lot where I would possibly park. So I don't know if that's probably an improvement, right? Because I'm actually, if you think about it, I am on FSD longer under that scenario. You know, obviously I still got to take it off FSD to get into a parking spot. Yeah, I mean, when you start talking about where specifically it stops in a parking lot, you know, you're talking about, you know, pretty minute stuff. You know, when we're on the March of Nines, you're at the 99999 there when you're talking about where specifically something drops you off in a parking lot. So, but yeah, I just noticed that was a change with 11.4.9. The other thing I've noticed with 11.4.9 is the amount of well, let's hold on a second. Hold my thought there for a second. As we get through here, we're going under the bridge. Smooth. Okay. There's a nag. I think that was my third nag on this trip. We've been on the road for about 11, 12 minutes. So that's not too bad. And then we're going to take a left here. We'll have a protected left. I think, yeah, we do. Pretty sure we have a protected left. So what I was going to say before we were coming up here is that, as you can see, the amount of space in between that FSD leaves between myself and the car in front of us. On earlier versions, it always kept, like, I would say that's probably what, a car length? It always kept a car length. On 11.4.9, I've noticed that about 20 to 30% of the time, it is now acting a little more human-like, because let's just be blunt, humans don't leave an entire car length of space when they're at, you know, 0 miles per hour. All right, let's see where it takes us. Yep, it's gonna see, it used to take me right in front of the store over there, but where is it going to take us today? I think it's going to take us up to that stop. I may go a little past that stop sign. Let's see. All right. So the stop sign at the end of the parking lot, and I think it's going to keep going on through. There we go. Where are you going to take me? All right. This is where it's taking me, and this is what I'll do. So yeah, I'm actually on FSD a lot longer this way. So I am gonna run into the HEB real quick, and then we'll start again when I get back out and head to the dry cleaners. See you in a little bit. or actually for you, see you in 1 second. All right, we're done with HEB. Just had to grab a couple of things. And we're in the parking lot here. So let me, obviously I'm parked, so I'm going to need to get, kind of obviously out of the parked, parking spot, and get it to an area but I'm interested to see where it's going to navigate through the parking lot. So instead of trying to go as close to the road as possible, let's give it a little degree of difficulty today and see what it does. Because sometimes, as you know, parking lots it's an HEB parking lot, so maybe it'll be good. Let's see. All right, let me back out. Oh, well, how about I put it in reverse first? And there was no car in front of me, so the Model S was saying, hey, you can go forward. All right, now I'm gonna let me get over a little bit there though, so in case if somebody comes up behind me. All right, let's do this. Take me to Maxi Dry Cleaners on North Park. Let's see how it wants to take us. All right, well, let's just see. Okay. Be interested to see what it does here. All right, so we're in the HEB parking lot. This could be a little interesting. Not too busy today, but hey, it's an HEB parking lot in the Houston, Texas area, so it's always going to have quite a bit of foot traffic. So it wants to go right up here, and it has the right of way if it does it now, but you got to do it now. It's being a little jerky here, but it's a parking lot, so all right, there we go. All right, well, now we're gonna need to get out of and back up there. Oh, I see what you're doing. Holy moly. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I was like, hey, you got to get out of the other lane there. That's but I see what it was doing. It was giving itself room to now. Okay, that was pretty impressive. I guess what it's doing is it's trying to avoid all the traffic walking in front, but now it's got pedestrian. It's going very, very cautiously. There we go. All right, it got over a bit. It stopped for that pedestrian there, and then those folks but I will tell you, yes, it did the right thing. It got over to the left a bit, but it threw me back like the Apollo 13 launch. So that's not very. If anybody else was in the car, they would have probably not have appreciated it. If it was a robo-taxi, it would have woken up its passenger. So, all right. Very good job. Okay. Yeah, other than pressing me back in my chair to get around the two ladies and the baby loading stuff into their car. Hey, but you know what? At the end of the day, if there's two young ladies with a little toddler there versus me and my big 55-year-old butt, yeah, throw me back in the seat and let's make sure that they're safe. I can live with that. Something tells me version 12, as it gets going, it'll be smoother about stuff like that. So like I said, mechanically, that was 100% the correct thing for FSD to do, what it did in the parking lot. And quite frankly, the path it took is exactly the same that a human would have taken. I would say the only two things that it could improve on is what I just talked about, the jerking me back, throwing me against my door here to get around those three the three pedestrians. Well, I should say two pedestrians and one baby stroller. And then it went pretty wide on that U-turn. Well, it wasn't a U-turn, but that turn that it made there in the HEB parking lot. It went a little wider than I think I don't think a human would get all the way over in the other lane to make that turn. I may want to look at that footage. Maybe there was a pedestrian to our right as well. I don't know. But yeah, I would say it got a little too far over on that. But again, didn't have to take over, didn't have to intervene. All right. Proceeding on through here. Go over the railroad tracks here. Take care of that nag, first nag, since we got started. That's about 5 minutes in. I'm actually kind of surprised it didn't nag me in the HEB parking lot, but all right, let's see. Probably going to be a bit backed up here on North Park. Tell you what I'm going to do. If it's really backed up, I'm probably going to fast forward this footage quite a bit. So yeah, it looks pretty red, so go ahead and fast forward. Okay, picking back up here. I see why it's so backed up. It's everything's going down to one lane. Whoa, Lord have mercy, that Prius got a little aggressive there. My gosh. But look at Tesla FSD. Get on in there, Elantra. Nestle yourself in there. You're fine. Good Lord. Oh my gosh, I just don't miss that anymore. I really don't. I'm okay, just, man, I don't know if y'all saw that on the film, but that Prius got real, I mean, literally looked like it was going right into the side of that vehicle. I think it was a Toyota that wasn't wanting to let it over. So, yeah, y'all can, as y'all saw, I fast forwarded a bit. It was just bumper to bumper for about a mile stretch in North Park there. So nothing to really show you other than me taking care of about 2 or 3 nags during that time. Because yeah, it'll definitely still nag you. In fact, in some cases it nags you more when you're in bumper to bumper that's barely moving. Okay, yeah, it's definitely going to nag me here because of the gentleman to the right. All right, I think we're out of the hornet's nest there, and we will stay on this road for about another 3/4 of a mile, and then we will go left across North Park to the other side into the dry cleaners. The dry cleaners is on the our left-hand side of the road, so we're going to have to go across North Park, which, whew, that may be interesting to see how it does that. See if I have to intervene during that, because it can get pretty backed up, and trying to get across the other side of North Park, you might have to be a little bit aggressive to do it, because you know they're obviously not going to slow down to give you a spot. Well, we will see. At the one thing too, that didn't just happen. Or hold on, let's get through this green light first, and but remind me to say something about that left turning lane right there. Yeah, remind me. All right, let me take care of that nag. Take it back down to 50. I don't want to be up. All right. Now at the next available turning lane, I believe, we are going to go into that. Well, no, I lied. The next one. All right. And again, they're turning it down to one lane. Okay. All right, here we go. Turn in left. There's the dry cleaners, but you better stop. Yep, let's just nestle our way here for a little while, because we got quite a bit of westbound traffic on North Park. So probably going to sit here for a minute. Let's see. Yeah. So sorry about that, folks. Had we gotten here about 5 seconds earlier, we would have been home free. But now I think we're gonna have to sit here for a few more seconds. And let's see. Oh no, that's not gonna be a big enough spot there. And we'll also see how we do in the park. So like HEB parking lot, you know, that's a pretty well laid out big parking lot, and so FSD does pretty good there. Let's see how we do at a much smaller, less known place as the Maxi Clean dry cleaners. Yeah, that's probably not going to be the same thing, but we'll see. Sometimes little small places that aren't like big chains or whatnot, it won't even take you into the parking lot. It just, the navigation. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we're in the parking lot. Where are we going? Okay, we're still in the parking lot. Oh, we're gonna case the joint. Holy moly. FSD wants to case the entire. Why do you always take me to the employee entrance? I'm not an employee. What are you telling me I need a second job? What the hell? All right, that's it. Let's go park. This is like the 5th or 6th place where FSD takes me into the parking lot and takes me to, you know, a good spot, but it takes me to the employee entrance. Actually, you know what? No, nix that. That's the drive-through. It was taking me through the drive. Okay, well, that's actually pretty good. I'll figure that. We'll look at the tape and see whether it was taking me to the employee entrance or taking me to the drive-through. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt. All right, be back in a second. All right, we got our dry cleaning. So let's, that's our last errand for the day. Take me home. All right, got our route there. And obviously I'm gonna need to back up here, but I've got another car backing out, so give me 1 second to let them through. All right. Yep, I'm going there. Make sure I don't hit that car there. Oh man, it'd be so, once they can get parking and some and all that stuff going on these hardware 4s, that'll be nice. All right, let me see what we got here. Do I go ahead and start? Let's see how you do. There you go. There you go. I was about to say, don't turn left, don't turn right. You gotta turn left. There we go. All right. Gonna get out there on North Park. Very good job. Very good job. Stay tight in our lane. And we're gonna take a right up here. Very smooth. Go past the Walmart neighborhood market. And fortunately, we're coming up on one of the high schools in the area here, Kingwood Park High School. Fortunately, school's out and we're not in a school zone time, so we don't have to worry about intervening on the speed limit. But as probably all of y'all know, still, even on 1149, you got to manually bring the speed down for school zones. The FSD does not recognize the 20-mile-per-hour speed limit during that specific 1 hour of the day. So you have to, so technically that would be considered an intervention, I guess, every time you go through an active school zone, that you got to slow things down. Taking a left here. All right. And headed home. Oops, slowing down a bit because there's the Houston PD. Give him a wave. Slow down again. And now Houston PD is right behind me. Oh, I just waved at you, son. All right. Oh, great, perfect. The time when it wants to recognize the speed limit as All right, bring it back down. Bring it back down. Why are you doing this right here? My gosh. You did that right as a Houston police officer got behind me. And nope, we're good. I think the policeman was like just taking a look at the Tesla for a second. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and take it off of FSD. Well, that was a funny way to end the video. Yeah, so we have a Houston Police Department police officer get right behind me, and then all of a sudden that's the spot where for some reason it thinks it's 40 when the speed limit is actually 30. So it was going to speed up to 46 and a 30. Thankfully that spot is only about 100 yards, so it never got up to 46, but I'll take a look at the video. I think I got up to 42. But yeah, still, I don't want to be going 42 and a 30 with a police officer right behind me. Thankfully, police officer did not pull us over, as you can see. So yeah, ran a couple of errands. You saw the good, the bad, the ugly. Well, there really wasn't any ugly. A lot of good. Obviously, some that, I wouldn't even call it bad. It's just, tinkering that still needs to take place. Let me get out of that. Hold on, let me get that. I'll call my brother-in-law later. But yeah. So I think that we saw it was a little bit jerky in the HEB parking lot a couple of times. And then finally, the misreading of the speed limits. Like, there's no 40-mile-per-hour speed sign anywhere around there, but yet for 100 yards, that's what it does. I don't get it. And then, as y'all probably know, on the highway too, you'll have a 65-mile-per-hour speed limit, and then all of a sudden FSD thinks it's 40 or 45, and so you got to manually, override it and bring your speed up. Although on 1149, I'll give it some credit. Even if it's saying it thinks it's 45, it'll stay at 65 or 70 as long as there's traffic around it going at that, so it'll maintain traffic flow. Well, anyway, that was errands for the day. Just a quick couple of errands I had to run. No takeovers, no interventions. Was it perfect? Hell no. And will version 12 be perfect when it comes out? Hell no. In fact, it may, go back a little bit. But I'm very excited about version 12 because it's going to be neural nets. And we know that means it truly will be learning each and every day. What we're driving right now is hard-coded. So yeah, you're supposed to, log it and send it off. But I dare any one of y'all to comment on my video. Yeah, log that and send it to Tesla and they'll fix it the next day. Yeah, I got a bridge in Arizona to sell you. I just don't think they're doing anything with that data anymore. I think they are completely done tinkering, like, in a major way with the 11 series. I think it's all about version 12 now. So that being said, I'm still, I'll still continue making videos and just, granted, some of these spots are the exact same spots I've been at before, but, why not, right? Just see how things compare and contrast to what y'all are seeing. So anyway, hope everybody has a nice evening, and I'll talk to y'all again soon. Bye-bye.